second episode of the podcast Oversharing with Colleen and Trish, which has just been removed as I've been writing the script. And I think it's because Colleen has seen Trisha's titled Colleen video, and she must have taken down the podcast. Anyway, Colleen talks about being disgusting. She actually brings it up herself. So thanks, Colleen, for letting us know. However, what you have been doing to minors and with your so-called friends is rather disgusting too. Hi and welcome to my soul tribe. My name is Miriam Rose. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe, set your bell on all, like, comment and share, as I really appreciate all of your support. Now let's get on with the video. Trisha Paytas came out with a 21-minute video titled Colleen. Although Trisha Paytas has had her share of drama in the past and has been exposing people over the years, left, right and center, she really has turned a new leaf. Today we see a completely different Trisha. She has made a video titled Colleen, where she starts by saying, "This is not a video that I ever wanted to make." She also speaks slowly and clearly, coherently, and I for one am really grateful to her for it, as in the past I couldn't make out what she was saying, because it seemed like she was always racing with her fast-paced speech.
Aside from all that, just, being known as the person who is just always in drama and can't keep friendships, it's not a good look. I've worked really hard the past couple of years to kind of just stay in my own lane and not engage in anything online, which is commonly referred to as drama. But I feel like this is beyond drama. I'm putting my own hurt feelings aside, and my feelings are very hurt. I've had like a sick to my stomach feeling for a while now, and today especially. Me and Colleen started a podcast this year, 3 episodes. We were always friendly before. I think it shocked a lot of people because I didn't know they were close friends like that. The thing is we weren't close friends. We were friends. I considered us to be friendly. When I had my daughter, she reached out and I thought, it's great to have mom friends and, friends, who have kids. So I thought this podcast would be great because we always got along really great when we would see each other. We've been doing videos together on and off, like maybe once a year since 2018.
So Trisha and Colleen have been collabing for the past 5 years, and as natural friendships progress, especially on YouTube. So Trisha and Colleen have decided to start a podcast together. The podcast was called Oversharing with Colleen and Trish, and they managed to release 3 episodes on that podcast. Before they began their podcast, Trisha seemed to be really excited about it. She loved the idea of collabing with Colleen, and she considered Colleen to be a friend, especially because both women are mothers, and motherhood brought them closer together. Plus, it was a creative project, and they were wearing costumes, and Trisha thought that the podcast would be a whole lot of fun. This was before Trisha became aware of what Colleen has been saying and doing behind her back with underage kids. It's bad enough to be backstabbed by Colleen, someone Trisha considered a friend, but it's a whole lot worse, and the backstabbing was initiated by Colleen, a woman in her mid-30s. I will get to Colleen betraying Trisha in the worst way possible in a minute, but first, let's hear what Trisha had to say about Colleen in her Hi video, the so-called apology video.
Her video came out and I was just shocked, to say the least, that she didn't at least acknowledge the stuff that her own fans were saying, how they felt, to kind of brush it over in the way she did, and ultimately became like memes, and now it becomes somewhat lighthearted, even though it's not a lighthearted issue. I was shocked, and she sent me the link to her video, her apology video, and I didn't respond back to it because I was shocked. Weeks prior to the apology video, we were staying in touch because, again, I know what it feels like to have the whole internet come down on you, even if the whole internet is right. Like, I'm someone, again, who struggles with mental health issues and mental illness, and I know what that can feel like, and I don't want anyone, guilty or not, to ever feel like they don't have someone to talk to, that there's not a way out of a situation, that there's not a way to make a situation right. So I kind of stayed in touch with her, but
So basically, Trisha thought that Colleen's video was so obnoxious that she didn't even bother to comment on it. So a few weeks ago, 2 male youths came out alleging that Colleen used to make fun of Trish with her young fans in the grossest way possible, and then she would interact with Trisha and be friendly with her, pretending that she hadn't been backstabbing Trisha at all. Let's hear what Trisha had to say.
I am a full-time sex worker. I don't think that's a secret. It's not as advertised as it once was, but we already have a lot of stigma, misconceptions, allegations against us as sex workers. And so I need to nip this in the bud that I do not condone at all. Unsolicited nudes, sending unsolicited nudes to anyone of anybody, sex worker or not. I think using someone's nudes as a way to hurt them, make fun of them, make light of them, be mean is the lowest form of human, the lowest form of intelligence. I think that's so inhumane. I think that's so disgusting for anyone. Last night, the text messages were shown, and it's very clearly from Colleen to a fan. Has over 500,000 views on Twitter that I'm not embarrassed by. I'm embarrassed for her. I try to take myself out of these equations when I'm feeling triggered, and if I were to look at it as it happening to someone else, I wouldn't be humiliated for the person in the photos. I'd be humiliated for the person who sent them. Although it can be humiliating for the person in the photos as well. And it somewhat is embarrassing. I get made fun of all the time for my body, my nudes, even under this person's posts. While I'm thankful he posted them so I could see that this is real, it's hearing all that horrible stuff underneath the photo, like about my body just being messed up or disgusting, and it's a lot. Yes, I'm a sex worker, and yes, I chose this job, and yes, I make money doing it. But it never feels good to have someone just like make fun of your naked body. It's just a really vulnerable thing, and it is a little embarrassing if I'm being honest. But I'm more embarrassed for her that this is the kind of person she is. Like I'm so embarrassed. Sending these to fans unsolicited, the context of which she was sending these. I don't get the purpose. I don't know if there was an inside joke I'm missing on this. The fan said, "Hey, congratulations on becoming parents." Which a month later, she just responds with a nude of me and says, "You look so pretty in this." And these weren't a long time ago. This is someone well into their 30s, just gave birth sending nudes. And a month prior, I was in her house meeting her child and doing a mukbang, meeting her newborn and doing a mukbang with her. In these texts, there's also friends of hers. They showed the viewing parties that were talked about to make fun of me. They did viewing parties of my adult content to make fun of me. And there's a friend of hers who I actually met as well back in 2018 with his face posing next to explicit images of me. And there was a video of it, and it's a lot. And it wasn't just one occasion, there was multiple times that she sent just different photos in different positions of me. I did ask her about these a couple weeks ago before there was the proof, so to speak, right? And she assured me that she had never sent photos of me.
So basically, Colleen would take pictures of Trisha's OF account and distribute them amongst her very young fan base, because Colleen used to have a group chat with her minors called Weenies, and she would send nudes of Trisha with sarcastic comments making fun of Trisha and her body. As according to Adam McIntyre, who once belonged to the Weenies group chat, allegedly Colleen only accepts and likes thin people. According to Adam McIntyre, who knows Colleen very well on a personal level, Colleen only accepts stick-thin people who are very thin, and makes fun of anyone who is slightly overweight. And as Trisha stated in her Colleen video, Colleen and her friends used to have parties where they watched Trisha's sex videos and would collectively make fun of them. Thanks to Rich Lux for the following footage, which I didn't get the chance to download in time, where Colleen says quite the opposite of what has been alleged about her. It's as if throughout Colleen's 15-year YouTube journey, she has been saying and doing one thing behind all of our backs, and the complete opposite to people's faces. It's a trend that she has set for herself. Now let's watch the clip.
Up someone's body, like, you no one should ever talk about anyone's body ever. I don't think. I think it's completely inappropriate and wrong, and every body size and shape is beautiful.
So, in the podcast with Trisha, she clearly states that she isn't at all into body shaming and that everyone's body is beautiful. It's as if Colleen has made a career for herself just for contradictions alone.
There's a clip of her saying she saw a whale squirt and she wasn't talking about Trisha Paytas. I sent her that as well, and she said everything's taken out of context, like these are lies, and being as I was like her friend and I knew her as a person, I was trusting her, I guess, because I mean, overall, who do you trust? Like this person you know in real life, or people you don't know anything about? I guess that's why that's that whole innocent until proven guilty thing. So there was two options there for her to say like, yeah, that was a while ago, I was a hater. I mean, I'm the first to say like, I've definitely have been a hater in the past. I've been miserable in my own life. I've been going through shit in my own life in the past. And I was miserable and I hated on people, for sure. Not people that I would go and like be at their house and like do a whole podcast with, but sure, I can understand people, you know, gossiping or making fun of people. I don't understand the making fun of bodies. That's weird. It's weird. I don't get those texts at all. Like I look at those and I'm like so confused. Like, okay, I'm the joke. My naked body is the joke, I guess. Okay. I don't know. It's very odd.
It's hard to believe how Colleen could be so nice to people's faces and so hateful towards them behind their backs. And it's as if Colleen herself allegedly may have had a dark past and has been hiding all these years behind her Miranda Sings character. In Trisha's video, she talks about confronting Colleen about Colleen saying in the past that Trisha was fat and that Colleen was sharing her naked pics with her fan base, and Colleen blatantly lied to Trisha's face, saying that she never called Trisha fat and that she had never shared her naked pics with anyone.
And my heart started racing. I was triggered. I haven't been triggered in a while, and I was triggered. My heart was racing, my stomach, I was sick to my stomach, and I don't know, I guess seeing stuff like that, that's probably the worst I've seen from someone that I've like considered a friend. Like that's pretty barbaric. It's pretty misogynistic. And it is downright cruel. It's a low level of a person to say that stuff. And again, this isn't years ago. This is, you know, someone well into their 30s. It's not a child. It's not a kid. As of now, as of recording this, the text came out, and the minor fan, who is now an adult, has said that those same pictures were sent to him.
Yes, it all seems to be very cruel, and specifically targeted at Trisha, who was supposed to be Colleen's friend. Unfortunately, this isn't the first time that Trisha has been betrayed by her friends. Several years ago, Jeffree Star invited Trisha on a trip where he allegedly made fun of her body behind her back. And then Shane Dawson, whom Trisha considered to be one of her closest friends, didn't come to her defense, as he was and still is friends with Jeffree Star. And because Shane Dawson stayed silent on the issue, and Trisha was genuinely hurt, Trisha felt betrayed by Shane Dawson, and they are no longer friends either.
I had to make this video to say I don't stand behind Colleen whatsoever. Her video was not an apology. And it took away from the severity of her actions of talking to minors, bringing minors on stage at her show. These people are speaking up and they're uncomfortable for a reason. Acknowledge it, change it, do better. But being told she never sent these photos, and these actually do exist, these text messages, I feel like super disrespected, and at least be honest about it to like show some accountability, to show like, yeah, that was stupid, that was immature, whatever. But I don't stand by her. I'm embarrassed to be associated with her. I'm embarrassed for the fans that she messaged those to. That's should never have happened. And again, this really hurts sex workers as a whole, this is out there and it looks like we're some deviants because this is used in this way. It's disgusting.
Perhaps it's all for the best that Trisha found out the truth about what Colleen has been doing and saying behind her back, because allegedly it seems like Colleen is incapable of being loyal and a true friend to anyone, and it is very unfortunate that people like this exist in the world around us. So what do you think about Colleen betraying Trisha in such a disgusting way? I would love to know your comments and opinions in the comment section below. And if you would like to expand your consciousness, then please visit my other channel called Miriam Rose too. I love each and every one of you with absolute gratitude. Cosmic kisses to everyone till next time. Bye for now.